Is this where they put black bears, brown bears, and polar bears together and we have the coolest fights we've ever seen?
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Semi-Daily Night Show with Gary TV, your host, Gary.
Tonight's ceremonial first pitch. And please welcome the President of the United States.
We did it, Joe.
just making sure you're paying attention.
Welcome to Semi-Daily Night Show. P. Diddy's home was raided for allegations of misconduct and exporting of people. He is the Black Epstein, and in true American fashion, the courts only went after the black guy. Now, Mr. Combs' Justin Bieber's hair has always had red flags. NPR even put together a list of all his charges dating back to 1990. I was -5 then. But the biggest sign he was a diddler was when he took his Halloween costume too serious. Anyone who hires a makeup artist for Halloween has skeletons in their closet, specifically underage skeletons in his closet. The diddler's homes were raided in both Miami and LA, where he allegedly had hidden cameras in both his houses. Court cases accused him of forcing people to do things that I can't say on here, but they include Bill Cosbying both men and women, and then use those videos to blackmail. Sound familiar? 26 firearms were found at both properties, and multiple cell phones were seized by Homeland Security. Now, this isn't too surprising. Diddy did blow up Kid Cudi's car before, almost making him a man on the moon permanently. And Mr. Combs has been in more court cases than he has been in business ventures in the 2000s. What is surprising is while this was going down, he wasn't arrested, and his private jet was flown to an island. I told you this sounds familiar. 50 Cent has had a long feud with Sean the Don of preferring his dates yawn, has said he would pay a lot of money for his footage to show the world what Diddy was up to. 50 Cent can't be messed with. This man got shot 9 times and was the reason I wore do-rags in elementary school. I would post a photo, but some alphabet army individual will try to cancel me for cultural appropriation, even though white's been wearing do-rags forever. But someone saw this before we all did, and it doesn't take a college dropout to know Diddy might be a diddler. Jon Stewart is the new Donald Trump. The comedian just released a video about how Trump's valuation fraud case wasn't a victimless crime. So Jon Stewart may have lied. Well, he did lie when he said Trevor Noah was funny and he was a good replacement. Jon Stewart went on about how this hurt the city of New York because the money Trump saved from his inflated real estate prices could have been taxes for this city. That would have definitely been used responsibly for the citizens of New York.
Some migrant families will soon be given prepaid credit cards to buy food and baby supplies.
Well, but people with no hobbies and a Twitter addiction, which is anybody on Twitter, searched up Jon Stewart's properties where they found he may have done something similar. Jon Stewart sold his home that was overvalued by 829%. Now, I also tell my car insurance company that I only drive 10K miles a year for a discount. I probably shouldn't have said that. Geico, this is satire. Expecting someone in the real estate business, to be honest, is like expecting the government to use funds to help America instead of funding a war. Business is always about inflating value. A guy who tried to sell me a truck last week told me it beat Max Verstappen. That's a real image from Facebook Marketplace. But this sounds like Jon Stewart made a good deal, something Trump and Jon Stewart actually have in common. The government almost shut down after passing a bill in the middle of Saturday night, a $1.2 trillion
$100 billion
spending bill was passed, and it's full of surprises like kids' Halloween baskets according to Mormon moms on Halloween. And the list is surprising, so let me know which one is your favorite. $15 million of the bill was on Egyptian college tuition, which makes sense. We gotta figure out who the built the pyramids. How did they do it? $850,000 for a gay senior citizen home in Massachusetts, which is just weird. I thought anyone from Massachusetts was gay.
How do you like them apples?
$400,000 for groups that help children hide their gender. That seems excessive. All you gotta do is wear a lesbian sweater and listen to Sam Smith and no one can really guess what you are. $500,000 on an anti-racist nature appreciation group for the San Diego Zoo. Is this where they put black bears, brown bears, and polar bears together and we have the coolest fights we've ever seen? Because I can back that. Intelligence agencies got $825 million, probably to fund some terrorist group in caves, and a government spending spree wouldn't be complete without a $300 million bill to Ukraine. Let me know which one is your favorite, because I've always wanted to see bears fight. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman was caught cheating with multiple women. Known for giving optimized protocols for things like your testosterone, was caught cheating with 6 different women at once while being 48 years old, proving his testosterone optimizing recommendations were legitimate. Beer-bellied, wrinkly Miami dudes could never. An article that is way too long dives into how the self-improvement podcaster was dating 6 women at once. This makes science sick for once. If America is worried about education, this man should be the poster child of education. He's buff, he's tatted, he's a scientist at Stanford, and he even dated 6 women. And some, after being caught, are volunteering to be the 7th. The article interviews his girlfriend, who was upset he was late or missed events because of writing a book, his dog, and literally a wildfire. A wildfire can happen, and your girlfriend will still complain you didn't watch Love is Blind. Us men really do experience the same shit. The author of the article, which has never brought value to anyone except probably fuel the antidepressant industry because only sad, angry women are upset about this, tried to smear Andrew Huberman. She consistently brought up how Huberman is a defender of therapy. The only thing Huberman gets wrong. If therapy worked, why do the biggest supporters always tell you how they've been going for years? Constant flex of therapy doesn't make any sense. If I take my car to get its engine fixed, I don't flex that I've taken it to the mechanic 6 more times. It just doesn't make sense. It's like in the gym. You just go to the regular gym. Big therapy tricks you into believing you always need to talk about your problems instead of having garage beers by yourself and lowballing people on Facebook Marketplace, like an individual with good mental health actually does. I lost all chances of BetterHelp sponsoring this show, and that's okay, because I'd rather other companies steal your data. The real crime here is the article compares him to Goop, the brand ran by Gwyneth Paltrow, who sells candles that will have your neighbors asking, who made salmon? That joke is only staying in the YouTube version. Huberman apparently lied about how nice his house was. He really is one of the dogs. The girl they interviewed read his diary and his texts when he wasn't looking, and found out he was cheating. Now, I ain't here to victim blame. They may one day put me on a cover of a magazine no one has ever read, but never read a man's journal. There's a lot of info you don't need to know about in there. Huberman has improved millions of people's lives. He did make people go outside for walks, not because walks are nice, but because it helps with my circadian rhythm, which is good. People who have no purpose in life need a purpose to even go outside, not because it's nice, but because they hate themselves. And the protocol for having 6 girlfriends will be out soon on... Solar panels are leaking toxic waste. Something newsworthy of Texas finally happened, where a hailstorm damaged a solar panel farm. Calling that a farm is like calling Caitlyn Jenner a This is concerning because Texas's power grid is as fragile as a blue-haired barista's feelings. Solar panels contain toxic chemicals such as cadmium telluride and copper indium gallium toluene. Hold up, let me fact check in real life.
Cadmium telluride. Copper indium gallium selenide.
Yep, nailed it. Those sound like the ingredients for a margarita made by Bill Cosby, or to be more current, Sean Combs. A spokesperson for the company that owns the solar farm said there's nothing to be worried about and solar panels are only dangerous when disposing of them because they get put into the ground near people's water supply. Wasn't the benefit of solar panels is it was clean energy? And the last time a spokesperson for a company said everything was fine was when white people actually cared about Palestine and there were dead fish in the rivers. The damage looks like a scene out of Dune 2. I haven't seen Dune 2 or Dune 1, I just wanted to sound cool. In true Texas fashion, residents compared it to a shotgun blast. We get it, Texas. You like to shoot anything black. That's a joke, people. Texans actually don't like solar farms because solar panels are black.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live!